Like, the zipper... Isn't that an MB48 song? Man, you just got more interest. See that the wall over there is gonna be changed again? Hi everyone, and welcome to part 2 of this week's episode of Jerrison. Oh, originally it was gonna be in this week's episode, but somehow various relatives were actually visiting the house on time, because I wasn't able to be in the episode. Well, hopefully I'll be back in the show soon. So as you know, in the... you probably see the little wall I put on, like, my, members in the group, and, like... one I should have a closer look at it, so I'm probably going to show you a full to see what's on the wall, too. So as you can see in the... one is in the, AKB48 section, we have, like... Mami Nikishi, Miyamoto Ichi, Tomomuto, Yuki Kashiwagi, Ii Yokoyama. Then, like, on the skate voices, we have, like, Jurina Matsui Karisuda, Miki Monogatari, which I'm not sure if she's still in the group, but she might have left already, but it's soon. Serena Soda and Minoba. Now in the B48 section now, all the photos of all the members in this yet. So here is MV48, we have like Nagushion Hori, Rene Ishizawa, Miru Shiroma, Ryoshida, and Nagisa Shibuya, I think. Then like HKT48, we like Vivi and Murakawa, Natsumi Masoka, Madoka Moriyasu, Seymour Kurihara, and Aoi Domo. Then like for like the 46 section, which well my own groups barely shows like the closest simulation in the groups. For 46 we have like Mai Shiraishi. For 46 we have Rina Kawai. Yamaya. Then for 46 we have Mai Hachigawa. Wearing the clothes are in the video of Joyful Love. And in Shimazoka we have Rihomaki, who was in V48. So as you know that there will probably change in the next step, like, and since there's no announcement with the group, well, like, Minami Nagishi will be leaving the group in about 2 months, while my Shirashi announced that she'll leave the group, and probably another member in, will be from the wall since. So if the recent news that happened, well, we'll have one big member, which we'll talk about in this next few minutes. Which leads to the additional thoughts on some of the stories that were discussed in this week's episode. How about the news on Jurina Matsui? So, the thing about that is that, well, before she did a Team S concert ago, she made this tweet, which actually made a quote in I made. Now then, to actually, well, the thing they said, like, referencing various people that are saying that Jurina is overweight, but no, I mean she's not. She looks Still looks the same, and she looks just fine. Said she still looks just fine. So then she does the team concert, which interestingly, I actually watched the concert, and well, not what had happened, but actually what happened after, and was watching it. It was kind of like they were doing like a tribute for like about this, like the first SK48 concert that is in the theater that actually in the theater I actually watched, and it was kind of like they're kind of doing like a tribute for Jurina, which so. But I learned from the concerts that sometimes that what this involves well, our favorite team in the group, which is also Ruka's favorite team, Team S, since Jurina's in that team. I also kind of learned that Miyu Nomura is very tall, and Suzerain is very short. I mean, I'm not sure maybe as short as Minaoba, but I mean, so the concert begins with like some of the members like sing a few songs, and then in the introduction, they introduce a bit. There's that some of a lot of the members were kind of introducing themselves. Like other members were kind of doing other things while introducing themselves too. Yeah, also the Jurina actually sees in this section, and then we don't see her until like the very end of the concert. When we get to like anything around the encore, but like so then after that, then we get to the unit section of the concert. This is where kind of Gina sings the Jurina Mystery solo song that's in the group's recent Revolutionary Hill. Which kind of like one of the hints that probably maybe during the concert Jurina will make an announcement during the concert. After that, then surprisingly they did Zipper. What else they were doing? They had Suzerain and Yoshino doing it too, and also how I said, isn't that an MB48 song? Also, two members also did that the song that Akari Suda and Kaima Sora do, which is over too. And then after that, there's a section where they do like a medley of like, but they do Escape, and then during various parts in the medley, they would like sing like various songs which might become related to Jurina, or she was like the lead member on them, which other hints that she might be announced during the concert. And after that, they performed some of their hit singles, including the Okie Dokie, Caramel Emerald, and the song Toru Tayo, which is the song that had like the video involves like summer and like the sun. And then in the encore, then Jurina. Oh, then the few Team S they sang I think on a few Team S songs, and then Jurina came up, and then she sang one of her other solo songs, and then that's where she makes the big announcement that happened during the concert, where she announced that she will leave the group. And no, she's like the last like original member of the group. So after when Minami Minagishi announced that she will leave the group because she's being like the last original member in AKB48. Now we have the last original member in SK48 announcing she'll leave the group. And apparently during that when that happened to me, the expression on like Kano's Majima's face was like really like maybe like the same expression probably on my face maybe when I found out about that. But I actually found out about that when I was looking through the chat on Discord and Twitter. Then she said she was going to give more about that probably in a showroom, but she did actually after the concert happened, which I did not see yet. I know that. I know I found out that in the showroom she kind of said that that she's probably gonna leave the group on October 5th, which is like a day after my birthday. Like, I felt like with last year where the complete first season of SK. I think that's but I think that the complete first season of SK Bingo was actually on my birthday. Well, this case, Reno will be leaving the group the day after my birthday. And then said that maybe after she leaves the group, she probably will like produce her own group, so she might go through the Reno Sashihara route. I mean, it's possible. I mean, at least maybe she could. I mean, if she does her solo career too, then that works too, at least. Now, I mean, my little like it's on her now that she leaves the group. I mean, like she was. I mean, possibly it might be because of like maybe health problems because of like she group on the past few months. I mean, if it's that, I mean, well, I mean, I'm not kind of why she's from the group. I mean, she did a lot for the group, and I say not only she's probably like the greatest SKE48 member of all time, but she's also probably the greatest AKB48 member of all time because, I mean, she could do a lot of things. I mean, she won the AKB48 spots to general election. She won the AKB48 Junkin tournament. She had that song that had the long time about the parachute, which is a great song as well. And then also she apparently she won AKB48 Quest Hour with like a song that she got ranked 2. I mean, I'm not sure some people will agree with that. Some people might say that Asuka is the greatest AKB member of all time. Some people say that Rito Sashihara is the greatest AKB4 member of all time. But to be fair, I mean, Jurina has been like the group longer than Asuka. And, well, I think you could say Rito Sashihara might be the greatest member, probably of the AKB4 general election, although. But, I mean, Jurina, I mean, she can do a thing. I mean, she sings great and also dance great too. So good actor too as well. I mean, she can do a lot of things. I mean, she's same thing. I mean, another problem why maybe she might be leaving the group maybe because when Raragoto and Roho Kitagawa left, because I mean she was very close to them, which I'm sure it's. I mean, she's been in the group for a very long time. I was thinking that she was gonna leave the group probably like next year, but she's gonna leave like this soon, expectedly. But I mean, yeah, I mean, like, she's probably. Like, I mean, so the end is that. But that is. It kind of like she's my oshimen too, which means kind of like saying that probably that all of our oshimens and like SK48 are all gonna be leaving the group this year. I mean, I know me and Ruka and Steve. Our oshimen is Jurina, while Michael's oshimen is Akin. And like he. I mean, like. So agree when she leaves the group, and I mean, she'll probably have a good chance for solo career. But for me, that like when Rito leaves the group, my oshimen will be Akari Suda. But that'll be interesting because then now I have to support Team E. It's kind of similar with MB40 where well, my oshimen John Hori's in like the mask of my oshimen in the group is Shion is actually in Team M. I know Steve's oshimen is maybe Yuki Arai when Jurina's the group. I mean, I was gonna ask like Ruka and Michael about this, but I wonder like when Jurina leaves the group. I mean, I wonder what will be their oshimens. I mean, perhaps maybe when I'm back on the show, or maybe we'll talk about that probably the next episode, probably. So yeah, I mean like it's like the end of another era of group, and also know that yeah. Now about the group members being not having YouTube channels now. Yeah, it was interesting because like when Mami Nagishi like launched her channel, and Tristan actually made a comment in her the first video she made, in like especially might have liked the comment I actually made where I said like, well, on the YouTube Minami. You might be able to remember in the group, and then in the video she was also talking about like what she likes like books and films. So like, I could talk to you about films all day. And so like Kiki Karen, who was the person in the film, and by here comes Korea, shoplifters, and I said like also who actually passed away actually 2 years, actually a few months the film was released, and it's like, and she said like, oh, she's a really good actress. And then I also similar thing happened when Yahagi launched her channel, and I put a comment on her first video. As well as she might have liked the comment too in that video, and then also Chiori commented the same thing when she launched her channel too. But also the videos with like the YouTube channel with Mion and Shinobu and Nana and Yuri. I mean, so far my videos look interesting. I mean, like, probably experimentation, but it's like, I mean, that usually happens when you make videos on YouTube. Now about the documentary that AKB47 made, actually this documentary should be produced by TBS, which will be the same channel that produced the documentary of SK48. I mean, I know this will be released in theaters. I thought it was going to be aired on TBS, but it's actually released in theaters. No, it's probably going to be, it will be released on theaters in Japan nationwide on March 27th. Now on the various few music videos that were kind of released in the past week, about the music, the factory song in Dasada, which is called Why. I don't know why the song, but the song's called Why, because in the song Teacher Teacher, where they in the chorus they said, Teacher Teacher, does it? It's like, Teacher Teacher, why? Oh. I know what the song is. In English, it's called Why. It's a music video. I mean, like, watching it like as if this was a factory song, as like a 46 song. And it was actually, I mean, it has like that sounds like perfume, and it's like, I thought in the video like the members in the group were wearing like the same clothes that they wear when they perform the show, but they actually wear different. It's kind of like that thing. But everything on the video of the AKB48 song No Man, where they wear these, but when they perform the song, they wear like another clothes. So in this video of why they actually, well, they wore when they performed the video, but it's like, this is like the actual, I mean, they could have showed the video in the show, but they didn't show it yet. But probably maybe they will probably show them maybe making it maybe later in the season. Probably won't get to that. I mean, it also sounds great too. I mean, it's like, you know, I don't know, that's what they say, like, yeah, on the show, like, kind of everyone in there just kind of like hyped for the song. I was excited for the song too, as well. It's like, probably out of like all the songs in the movie, so I mean, the main single is actually great, but I mean, the additional tracks, say probably the battery song in Dasada is probably like the best song out of all the tracks in the single. It's rather probably the version of the single probably getting us probably version C. Now about the music video of Loona's next episode from their next mini album Hash called So What. It was good. I mean it was like it's like an entirely different group. It's like SK48's frustration combined with Blackpink. I mean, like, I mean, there's just the world aspect in it, which is good, but when I was watching it, it's like, this is like an entirely different group. I mean, but at the end of the video, where like somehow we see like a feather in front, I was like, started thinking that maybe like Hazel was gonna leave the group, but then after that, Rook actually explained to me about with the story of the world of the universe, and she told me that she's probably going to turn into a phoenix. That's that she'll be back in the group. Hopefully, I mean, she'll be back soon, and hopefully she'll get better too. Get well soon as well too. Now about the video of the Rocket Punch's next hit single from their next mini album, Red Punch, called Bouncy, which was actually released. Actually, because after the first episode was released, and I know Ruka did a reaction to the video on the reaction channel, and so I saw the video, and I mean, it's good. I mean, it's like it's some better than Bim Bam Boom. I mean, but it was the thing about the videos that somehow we actually see like the diner we actually see in the view, the same one we see in the view of Bim Bam Boom. It's kind of like notice that they're still like in the same world there's probably like a world in the group. It's kind of like the neighborhood of like of the group, and you can also see a grocery store. Actually, you actually see in the actually one of like the commercials like leading up to the group's launch, and it does have the things you would expect in a video from K-pop. Also, Jurina actually looks very different now. I mean, she has red hair now, which is so with Eyes One, where you kind of thing with Sakura and Nako and Hitomi. Well, I'm gonna listen to the mini album and probably find out if it's actually hopefully better than Pink Punch, which that was great. And they're starting to. Yeah, they'll probably seen a lot from the video. But that is the additional thoughts on various in this week's episode. Now to a few of some additional news that somehow was not discussed in this episode so far. First, probably with AKB48 news. But like, here's that the AKB48 Unicards will happen next week. Will actually be shown on the air on Shimtai again. So to see all the which we saw at the 40th anniversary concert. I mean, I know Colin from 48, so I was probably excited to watch the concert involving the unit that had like his oshimen, the Yukari Sasuke, which with the game with the gamers. So it's, I mean, these could be interesting concerts. I mean, like, I'm gonna watch all of them. We'll probably we'll talk about them all on the show probably soon. Not a bit of some JKT48 news, but with the video of their next hit single Rapsodi, which was a result of the JKT48 Matsui Jurina they did earlier this year. Now the song, it's, I mean, it's like it has kind of sounds like a song in the 1990s. But the music video of the song, I know it's going to depend on what the thoughts are on it. I know there was a bit of a controversy on the most recent episode of 48 talk, where how Derek might have been about that, maybe that that some of the videos I'm going to show with the what idol looks like, but I mean, those are the thing where I know there's with the Indonesian culture where like there's arranged marriage. Now I was watching watching the video, and I'm sure there was an arranged marriage in the video. I know there was a section where they might involve a proposal, but I mean, it might have been in there, but I'm not sure if that happened. I mean, like, I'm not sure, maybe go into specifics of what happened. I mean, like, the video was good. I mean, it's like, to be fair, I mean, about the apparently AKB48 did a video involving a wedding, like the video of the song that where like Rino Sashiharu is in a wedding, and the extended version of the video was pretty much presented in the style of a wedding video. So it's, to be fair, I mean, it's well, but I mean, still, at least it show maybe their culture. Well, for the video of Rapsodi, which is a good song actually, by the way, too. That on the case of the new supergroup involving BNK48 CGM48, the video of their first hit single is their version of, well, a song from the group that shall be named, Max 315. Their version is called Chamai 106. Now, so this video, it's actually a great music video, actually. It's, really, like, kind of shows the area where it's kind of like the beginning of a very long career, like with BNK48. Kind of has that, like, maybe, since it's a sister with BNK48, I mean, kind of like, it's like their version of the group shall be named. Except without the controversy. And, kind of with the clothes and kind of like, again, also in this video, you also see Yurina looking like a mom in this, which look great in this video too. So it's I mean, for this version of the song, it's true. And like at the end, it's kind of see them like around, I think like in the downtown section of the city, and then they possibly in an area that's probably nearby where their theater will probably be, and it's like, and also you see the mascot of the city also in the video, which is there you kind of show the culture of that city there, and it's like, yeah, they're doing really great right now actually. So we'll see more music from them, and that's it. And that's initial news that happened in the past week. Now to quick on some stories on TV show, to the TV show Roundup. Starting off with the concert involving the AKB48 Singing Competition of this year. which interesting is also kind of at the same time looks like kind of like Moeka Yahagi's big graduation concert. Now, although she did her graduation concert in the theater about 2 months ago, but this is kind of like her big graduation concert. After this concert, she's officially not in the group now after that. So, actually, this happened about, about 42 months ago on February 4th, and on that same day, she's officially now not in the group now. No, the concert was actually just kind of like, especially fans of the top 8 members that were in the AKB48 Singing Competition, you're probably going to be really in for this concert. I mean, so in the first, like, let's say half of the concert kind of begins, well, it begins with the usual opening you would see in an AKB48 concert, but they present it in this, or the overture, they kind of present in the style of, like, if it was a rock, it was made for a rock concert, that's a lot more soul, actually, than the usual, sort of the opening you'd probably hear. So in this section of the concert, they kind of begin with, like, each of the members would, like, sing 2 songs, and in between, like, when they sing the first song, they sing the second song, they actually do songs, like, they group into, they sing, like, they sing songs in, like, 2s, and, like, the 2s, and they see, so, know that, Nana Okada sang, really a few songs, and she sounded great too. Moeka Yahagi sang also a few songs too, and the one song she sings is like Believe. I think she sang it during like the finals of the AKB48 during the competition and singing competition. She still sound great still. I mean, like, why she won the competition. Akane sang one song. She said, "Piece of Your Wish," and then also too, and she's great in that too. I mean, like, probably. I'm not sure if Michael saw the concert, but he probably will enjoy those sections of the concert. Arisa Moriyashi, I mean, like, one song she sang a Judy and Mary song, and which. I kind of like when I hear, like, Arisa sing, I mean, like, she kind of sounds like, Yuki, who was the lead member of that band. Now she's a solo career. I mean, she sounds great, too. Oh, Ayuka Tamayoshi, well, one song she sang, Official Yuki Dism's Pretender, but that's actually, her performing the song at a showroom was actually the first time I heard the song. So that's how I thought that was a Ken Harai song, but no, that was a Shuki Dandism song. She sounded great too. And that's Amaru also, Yamazaki sang she sang a Lisa song? That song that had like, that was the theme of an anime, which famous, and of course Amaru sounds great too. The member in the group that shall be named, well, one song she sang the song in Frozen 2, Into the Unknown, which she sounded great too, even though despite with the, I mean, for sure she wasn't involved in the Maui Makuchi assault, but I mean, she was great too. But one, two. Yeah, then during the summer they sings in 2, I mean, really, Ayuka and Amaru performed with the guitar, and then like Moeka and Nana sang the Zone song Secret Base. That was a good performance too, and then the next part of the concert they sing a medley of songs called AKB48, like Moeka and Anna sang the song that had the video where like various members were like being chased by people, and then Akane sang a song from AKB48. Amaru sang, well, Seki Amaru's last sing with the group. Ayuka and Aki Tonga sang, well, one of AKB48 songs. The member in the group was saying, "Where does the blue sky of the world end?" And Nana and Arisa sang, "I really like this person." And then after they, I think then they get to well, like somehow the, a few more songs, then in the encore, then they'll sing 365 days, a few other songs, they sing 365 days of Pure Planes, songs. So in the encore, and then they, and after they're like, Akane and Moeka kind of say, well, Akane, she sings here her graduation song in, well, the group's SK48's recent single, Am I Saying It Right? And Moeka and Nana might have sang possibly her graduation song that might be put on the group's next single, but I mean, that was, like, at least, it probably sounds great, so, and then, after they perform a few, great songs, and, that's the concert. After that, Moeka Yahagi is Sneaky Moeka is now not in the group. I mean, it was a really great concert. I mean, if you just see the concert, you could probably find it where you find your videos. But while that was happening, also, SK48 was on Utacon, which is a show that we talk about on the show a lot, which is one of our favorite shows on the show, and like, in the episode also, Little Glee Monster was on the show too, and they, as well as, and like in the episode, like SK48 performed their, well, the reason it's their next hit single, recent hit single, Reckless Never Wakes, which actually did very well. It's like #1 actually, it was released, and also in one performance, they were, well, Yumiko and Chiho were actually back at dancers during that performance involving like the Enka singer, who's like very famous, was also a regular on the show too, and he, this performance that's kind of like Yumiko kind of looked like Gene Kelly and Singing in the Rain, and I mean she looked very classy in that performance. And Chiho and like her too, and then when they were dancing, and then like in one they almost kissed. I mean they didn't kiss, but they a little bit. Also, Misaki got more. She knows my ocean. They actually got a bit of. Actually, got to like sit with the rest of like the musicians of the episode, and they kind of talked for a few seconds too, which was two. And then also Little Glee Monster performed. They performed their next hit single, Starting Over, which is actually a really good song in the fall, and like it's kind of like shows that they kind of still like wow me, and they are actually really they sound like after they did Echo, which then they follow up with this song, which actually sounds like really great J-pop. And the following day after that, the video of the song was released, and the video of that song was like where it was almost entirely filmed in one take, like at least slightly more than half of the video. That it cuts like I think like near to this, like a quarter of the video left. So it was shot in 2 takes, and it's a great video if you want to watch it. Now about like what happened on the show this week. So SK48 was on the J Mellow, well, on the time when the first episode was released. I mean, we'll probably talk about that in the next episode. Also, the show that we're doing with JKT48, Fun Japan, actually began the following day, and well, we'll probably talk about that probably next week too. And what's fucking two? Oh, and now a quick on the Dasada. So you know, in the first half, they kind of in like the first 5 episodes of the show so far. As of right now, 6 episodes have aired. I watched every episode of the show so far, and some of it's great. I mean, I'm not sure how it's said earlier that maybe it's not going to end well, but I mean, we'll have to wait and find out. We could have did this in the first part, but it's somehow we could have put a spoiler graphic on the screen, so in the next week I'm about to maybe quickly give some my thoughts on the first 5 episodes of the show. So I feel like will have contain spoilers from those episodes. So the next few seconds, you'll probably see a little graphic on the screen that says spoiler alert. When that happens, you can, if you haven't watched the first episode of the show yet, you can either fast forward to a section when the graphics turned off, or when we put the timestamp, I put the timestamps of this part of the episode, you'll just click to the next section to the next episode. So I'm gonna here we go. Okay, so we know that. So far in actually like the first episode, well, the interview with the first. But the show is that somehow, well, until there were 6 episodes, but it kind of felt like there were 3 episodes since, well, the first episode was a 44-minute premiere. Well, episodes 3, 4, and 5, and 6 kind of felt like 2-part episodes. So they kind of felt like the show episodes had like 44 minutes each if you watched each part. So look at episode 2. We've kind of found out that that Soroho's dad is Dasada's landlord, which yeah, we're thinking maybe later in there at the end of the season, she's probably gonna find out maybe at the part based on like at the opening and like the first episode where like I'm kind of thinking that maybe this is the entire season. Like, how did they get there? Maybe they're gonna be successful until Dasada might find out that her landlord is Soroho's dad, which might be interesting. But we are. Episode 3 and 4 where we kind of like. So with Fernando Coco plays the captain of the Volvo team, and then like yeah, in the end, and then like, and then she was like now she steps down as the captain of the Volvo team, and now she was like when that man Mo plays in the show. She's the guy now. And then when the Kronko plays like kind of gets someone with the team, and then like goes kind of get the road to like the of the brand Dasada kind of getting being successful, and then like after. But then the first half of the most recent episode where, well, actually in this we finally now see the person Mawaguchi's, although we see her in like an earlier episode, but usually in like posters or like signs, and like you kind of see her in a little commercial at the beginning, and then we kind of like see her like near the end of the first half of the episode, where watching the episode is like kind of like she was like great in this episode too. It's like she's like my second favorite person of the entire show. Of course, my favorite person of the show right now is actually Dasada, which, but Though, I mean, this might be going during a very bad time, since there's some recent news involving with AKB48, which we'll probably talk about in the next episode. And then, I know that ending at the end, when she kind of, like, finds, like, Nico finds out about the time, then she, like, kicks the desk, and it's like, well, this is gonna get really interesting. Which we'll probably get to about what happens in the rest of the episode, probably when we talk about the second half of the season, or in a later episode, or possibly we'll talk about the entire show in, like, season in a separate video. But also the thing about that too is that also that, you know, some of that former AKB48 member Yuka Tano was actually, like, in the show playing another student. I mean, it was there she was in it, but I mean, it appears that, yeah, she's in the show. Yeah, she was also in Team K back then, actually, while she was in the group. It's kind of interesting that for an AKB48 was actually in a Dasada 46 show, so it's good to have that happen too. But also in the show, there's also a thing where, like, someone that they're trying to get to the fashion run to actually get to Tokyo Girls Collection, which is probably that the fashion show that is related to the show that will happen only once the season is done. Will probably be the fashion show that they're trying to get the road to the Girls Collection, which is probably possible, but we'll have to wait till we watch the rest of the season to find out. Yeah, that's my little thoughts on the first 5 episodes of Dasada so far. So far it's too, but maybe we have like half a season to go, and we'll have to find out what's gonna happen. Let's see if this is gonna be a really great show. Okay, so if you're this section of this part of this appears now, when just went through all of what happened in the first episode of Dasada, and that is the second part of this week's episode of the show. In the episode, I just want to quick news with channel news, but we know, like, the reason why I may have been in the show in the past, in the past month, is I actually had to edit a few videos in the past weeks, but because those videos are now all rendered now, and now they should be put on the channel probably, I think, somewhere in the next few days. So you'll probably see that, including the definitive version of Ruka's analysis of the universe, as well as the the version of the year review of this year, which as 2 separate videos instead of 2 parts. Also, this week, Steve did a live AKB48 and 46 group sort. Mentioned that too, that also I was actually in the live chat of that, sort of like kind of helping him decide what will he be his, who will be, or is he kind of will be in his rankings, and probably that found if his Sullivan in the group will probably still be AKB46's Rika Watanabe of America. So probably find out when you see the sword, which he also talks about, like, he gives an update on, like, what he had been doing in the past month in Japan in the past month. So already saw a lot of more idol groups, which are starting to get very famous in Nagoya. And with that, this is the second part 2 of this week's episode. So, on the show soon, and we'll probably see you later. Bye, everyone.